Make sure you listen to my daddy's podcast right now. Is it best on the world?
And this is the Card Face Up podcast, and I am your host, Mr. Ty Hill. Listen, y'all already know who I am, but today it's a mashup show. You dig what I'm saying? We got professional battle rap in the building. My man Greg Bugsy. I keep putting the F on the Greg, but it's like three of them because he do so much fucking work. But we got Greg Bugsy in the building. You feel me? What it is, baby?
Yo, shout out professionalbattlerap.com, new platform we're launching Wednesday. And we have a great guest to kick off the whole platform, and one of the top grudge match battles of all time history in the culture of battle rap is going down December 9th, Rosenberg Raw, one of my personal favorites. Shout out to professionalbattlerap.com. We based here in PA. He's definitely one of the top in PA and the whole culture. This episode brought to you by BillionBrothers.com. Real quick, shout out to sponsors, Billion Brothers Luxury, as well as, Fox Transport. You feel me? Shout out to the sponsors and ProfessionalBattleRap.com. And Frozen, thanks for joining us, my brother.
I was about to say, we got to give him, Rosenberg, we got to give you a real fucking introduction, man. Like, we need to let it be clear who the fuck we got today. We got Rosenberg Raw. We ain't just got no regular motherfucker on the show today. We got Rosenberg fucking Raw to just give you, listen, that put it in the pamper. What the niggas say for that nasty shit? Like, we got to make that clear who the fuck is in the building today.
That's a fact.
Now, welcome to the show, brother. How are you?
I'm chilling, man. I'm healthy.
Shit.
Yes, sir.
2022, that's a blessing, right?
Yes,
yeah,
sir.
for sure. All the viruses going around.
It never fucking lied, man. That is a blessing, man. That is a blessing, man. So we want to welcome you to the show. We thank you for coming through. You feel me? Shout out to PA because Greg Bugsy all the way from PA showing a bunch of love. You feel me? And we all the way from Baltimore City. So you know what it is with us, right?
Shout out to Baltimore City, everybody in Maryland.
Right.
Shout out to York, PA, all the upstate Pennsylvania. A lot of them towns don't get a lot of attention and shine. You know what I mean? I travel a lot, especially throughout the state of PA. So I know about all the hoods, York, Lancaster, Erie, Harrisburg, Allentown, Bethlehem, Easton. I mean, I know it's niggas in all them Jones. You know what I'm saying? So just coming from me, we definitely got respect for all them little towns in PA. We come from the same little town. We come from the same little towns y'all come from.
Word. Hey, Bugsy, go ahead and get into it, baby. Let's get into it, man. That man got a lot on his plate right now. His time is short on his.
Well, just a real generic question. Just piggybacking off, we say, it's crunch time. Like, this pretty generic question, but are you done writing? You know what I mean, for Bill, or you still?
Yeah. I'm done writing. Me and Bill. This battle has been obviously for over 5 to 7 years in the making. But in 2022 alone, it was 3 different times it was set up. I've been writing for Bill 3 different times since January. You know what I'm saying? So shit would fall through, it wouldn't happen. And then I kind of scrap some shit, keep some shit just in case. And this kind of was the final straw where it actually was happening. So I just really had to, kind of freshen up my approach and, just make sure I wasn't hanging on bars that I wrote earlier this year. So, but yeah, I'm done writing.
Word. So did you need that? Go ahead, Tyler. You want to say something?
I want to know, when he say he's done writing, right? I'm watching interviews now, right? I'm seeing the interviews and seeing everybody talking and shit, right? Rosenberg, how personal will this battle get? Because that's one of the things, like when we talking personal inside battle, and this me coming from, we spoke earlier when we was asking what was my understanding or what was my connection to battle rap. And I started as a battle rapper, but I started as a battle rapper that I couldn't understand the personals versus the non-written freestyles. It's just fucking aimed at whatever, and it just fucking looks clever when you're saying it against anybody. You could have gave this shit to anybody. How personal is this shit about to get, man?
It's a good question.
Well, I mean, I can only answer half that because I don't really know what he's going to be doing or saying up there, right? So, for me speaking, I feel like it's going to be as personal as the grudge has been. You understand what I'm saying? Obviously, I'm sure we got some shit to talk about that y'all don't know about, and but for me and where I'm from, me and Bill are from the same the same county, same neighborhoods, and just speaking for myself humbly, I don't have no mud on my name. I don't have no stains on my jacket. It's nothing that I wake up. It's nothing that I wake up worrying about battle rap finding out about me that would, make me feel different or make the people think different of me, in my opinion. So I don't know how personal he can get or what his angles are. Just for me, I definitely got some shit to get on my chest.
But we've seen it. I don't know how in touch you are with the interviews that he's out here doing. You feel me? He within the last couple of months, been touching home. Saying certain shit about your girl, saying certain shit about just, what I would like to call it, that what's the shit they do, the preliminary bullshit, right? The shit they do before boxing. We've seen it, right? How is that making you feel? Is it making you come like, oh, I had to go back around the hood and find some shit?
I know everything about him. But no, speaking, the only time I heard him speak about my girl, I think, was a Champion interview. And I think he actually had that taken down. I don't think that's up no more. I got to check, but I think he had that footage taken down. And I had nothing to do with why he had it taken down. I'm just pretty sure that interview hasn't been up for a while. But, Bill don't know my girl. And I think that if you notice this whole build up between me and Bill over the years, he's always talking about other people. He told the one story about when we was with the bitches going up the heavy bags, and he told the story about, the guns in Queens, New York, and allegedly, and he's always talking about other people. It'd be about me, but he's always trying to set another person involved in the story that y'all don't know who the fuck these people is, right? So it's like, it's hard to put the story together. But the reason for that is, again, there ain't no stain on my jacket. So when you hear me talking about Bill Collector, who am I talking about? Bill Collector. I ain't talking about his wife. I ain't talking about his cousins. I ain't talking about his friends, all people who I know things about, right? I ain't talking about none of the people around him. I'm just talking about him because I have an issue with him. I think that he doesn't really have an issue with me outside of my issue with him. So when he tries to attack me, they're all random and sporadic because there's really no merit behind what he's saying. He's just grabbing shit. Well, his girl this and his, I never really spoke about anybody but Bill through this whole saga with Bill. And there was a reason for that because I knew this day was going to come. We were going to battle and I was going to get my opportunity. You know what I mean? And say it to his face. I don't have to say it on these cameras. I'm going to say it to your face. You know what I mean? So it don't make me feel no type of way. It come with the game. You know what I mean? But that's just one thing I noted. Seeing his interviews, you'll always see him adding people. He went and did the Champion with one of my ex-girlfriend's little brother that was sitting there. A little nigga looking like a little dyke. That was one of my ex-bitches' little brother. You know what I'm saying? So he always grabbing people. There's no dirt to find. You got to create it when there's no dirt to find.
How important do you think that is, though? You
as important as you make it. When you get ready for these battles, it's like getting ready for a fight. You know what I mean? You get to choose on what areas you're going to attack, how you're going to defend yourself, what you're going to cover. It's only important as you make it. For me, I crafted material to talk to Bill Collector for 3 rounds about things that he's been avoiding talking about for 10 years.
So where does the friendship, and I know you covered this in previous stuff, but for the people that don't know and just excited about this grudge match, where does the friendship or the business relationship, whatever it was between you and Bill, where does that originate from? And then where did it go left? You know what I mean?
So back in 2010, right around the time, right after URL had taken off. Tech Nine was, on the early Lions Den and URL scene. We were young coming up, and I was trying to get on. I was trying to figure out a way to get on the battle circuit. So you got to start from the bottom when you nobody. So I hit up a local dude. Rest in peace, DJ Big Philly. He's the dude that used to go around shooting Tech Nine's battles before Tech Nine got famous. If you ever see Tech Nine versus Lancaster, Tech Nine versus Norristown dude, where he beat him in 1 round knockout, that was all shot by a dude named DJ Big Philly. So I had found him on Facebook. I inboxed him, let him know, hey, yo, I'm from a neighborhood out in Montgomery County. It's a lot of rappers out here. And it's a lot of talent out here. You should come check us out. Why don't you bring your Philly street team that you take to Lancaster and Norristown? Bring them niggas up here. Tell them to battle us. We always felt like we were hotter than the cities that they were going to. Like when they would go up to Delaware or they went up to Lancaster, we felt like we were hotter rappers than them dudes because we were closer to the city. So we felt like that city swag and that Philadelphia style, we felt like we were the closest thing to it because we lived 10 minutes from the city, right? So he responded. He brought a street Philly team up, and we battled back Crestmont Projects, maybe back in 2011. We did the battle, and mind you, the footage isn't up there because, longer down the story, we had a falling out, and he took a lot of them battles off the air, off YouTube. He took them down. But so he came, we did the battle, we did good. He took my number down. And then me and DJ Big Philly started building. And he said, well, why don't we put together a street team like the Philly street team for your neighborhood? And we'll start going around, all the places like we did with Philly, traveling and battling and trying to get y'all names up. So we did Allentown. We started building a little bit. We started learning how to do battling the right way instead of just trying to sound street, and doing it on the corner. So I go get a haircut one day, and my barber he knew I was putting together a little battle squad. He was telling me about a dude named Bill Collector he was locked up with. He told me I should go check him out, and I said, "Where he from?" He said he's from Norristown. Now, I'm from Norristown, too, which is one of my homes in Montgomery County, but I'm also from Crestmont, Willow Grove area. And at this time, that's where I was stationed. So when he told me Bill was from Norristown, I made a few phone calls to my folks up there, figured out who he was, looked him up on YouTube, and he had battles. He was battling out in bars up in the Pottstown area of Pennsylvania. He was out there battling in them bars. I really didn't bump with Bots. I didn't fuck with Pottstown like that, so we never really crossed paths. I never even heard of him. When I looked him up, I seen his face, and I remembered him just from being from the same neighborhood. I'm like, oh, I've seen this nigga before at the park or corner store. I ran into him before. I know him. I inboxed him, sent him over our footage from DJ Big Philly, let him know what we was doing. He declined. He said he was ready to get a record deal. He didn't want to do no battle rapping. So I said, all right, cool. Good luck with your record deal. We went and battled Reading the next month. The Reading footage came out, and he called me back, and he wanted to be down. So I kind of fleed him. I'm like, man, we ain't fucking with you, nigga. When I wanted to come fuck with you, you ain't gonna fuck with me. And he was like, nah, I didn't know what you was doing and shit. I had a little situation that prevented me from battling, yada, yada, yada. I want to try it. So instead of putting him on our squad, we made him battle somebody from our squad. To see if he was nice. He battled, we went up to his hood, he put a venue together, 48 hours, we went up there, he battled my cousin, he got busy, and we put him on the squad, and then from that point on, he was moving with us. That's how I met Bill Collector. So then we got done fucking with DJ Big Philly because we wanted to go battle up URL. We wanted to battle on Smack. We wanted to figure out how to get into that world. So we found out about a dude in Jersey named Hazy Rue. He used to run Block City Battle League, and that we started going up to Jersey and rapping on there. And once we started doing good on there, I got in touch with the boy Norbs. He was a new A&R for the URL. He came across my footage. He called me and he wanted to sign me and have me come to this URL showcase for new talent and shit. So I went. Bill Collector got locked up at this time, so he wasn't around. So I went. My opponent didn't show up, but I ended up doing a little one round on the spot. They was filling me, so they set me up with the boy QP, Clean Paper, my first PG.
One of my favorites too.
So at this time, Bill Collector comes home. Bill Collector finally comes home, and I got him lined up with Norbs, and he does the battle with M City. I get him lined up with Norbs. He does the battle with M City. He has a great performance. And then our URL careers was off to the races.
So you gave him the alley hoop pretty much, you know what I mean? As soon as he came home.
I didn't give him the alley hoop. I literally brought him on with me. I brought him on. He would have never even been in the scene if it wasn't for me. He didn't even know what battle rapping was. He didn't know about no URL, none of that.
That's deeper than the alley hoop.
It's more deeper than the alley hoop. I mean, it's way deeper.
I gave him a jersey. I gave him motherfucking tennis shoes.
Because here's the thing. Here's the thing. There was 5 or 6 rappers in my group at the time. Me, Bill, and there was a rapper early on. If you go back further enough, his name was Time Bomb. He actually got a PG too versus JC. And so we had 3 out of the 6 guys in the group make it to the URL for starters. Now, this is the thing. Everybody that was in that group, we all grew up together. The only new nigga was Bill. He was the only nigga who ain't grew up with us. You understand what I'm saying? So everybody else was my day ones. We had grew up together. Bill kind of just got jumped into the gang late. Because
he proved himself on whatever.
Yeah, because he was dope. We was trying to do something. We was trying to do something bigger than us. We was trying to do something for the whole area where we from, put our area on the map. And I felt like Bill could help us do that. So that's why I grabbed him.
That's real.
What's going on with those guys? Still cool with those guys too? Those day ones?
Every single one of them. Every single one of them.
So how stuff?
Some of them are my blood cousins.
How it go left with? How it start going left with Bill? You know what I mean?
So we're from different. We're from different crews. We move different, and you know the dudes that was all together before Bill got there. We've all hung together our whole lives, so we all move a certain way that we're all accustomed to moving as homies. Bill was the divider in a way. Like he made it different because he was not like nobody we hung with. The type of dude he was, his characteristics, you know what I mean? Just certain ways he moved. We didn't really move that way. And you know, so it started, we started seeing that. I started seeing you know, his internet activity, some of the shit he was putting on Twitter, how he was talking to niggas, you know, extra rowdy and to the culture, you know, we're a team. So whatever he do falls on me too. You know what I'm saying? So there's a lot of shit like that my peoples wasn't feeling, but I saw deeper than that. I'm like, look, that's all entertainment. Whether you think he a clown or not, boy, he dope. You know what I'm saying? And we ain't trying to be the realest battle rappers ever. We're trying to be the hottest. So I kept him around. One day I got a call from Goods, and Goods was trying to get me in GMB, but he specifically said he wasn't really feeling my homie Bill. He meant no disrespect by it, but he just wasn't really feeling Bill. Well, me, I'm loyal to the soil. You know, that was a deal breaker for me. So when I got off the phone with Goods, I called Bill Collector and I let him know, yo, this nigga Goods was trying to get me in GMB, and he wasn't really feeling you like that, but I ain't fucking with him. We got our own shit going on. We don't need no cosign, yada, yada, yada. So he was right there with me. His next URL event happens, and then he gets on camera with Goods after the battle, and Goods is like, yo, this the newest member of GMB, Bill Collector, yada, yada, yada. That's where it started, right there. Right there, it started from there.
New York
niggas. So nah, we gotta go deep into that shit. So how you feel about Goods? Like,
I just felt it was weird. I felt it was weird. I mean, you know, he's got on camera and said that he didn't even know Goods was going to do that. And I feel like I said, man, you got to say, whoa, cut that. I wait, say that, bro. Don't put that on the camera. You know, I got my own thing. Me and Rosenberg got our own thing. You know, we ain't doing that. And then I told him Goods was kind of like not feeling him. So why he would let him put his arm around him and nephew him like that, I didn't understand. So
have you been able to talk to Goods since? Like
I've never talked to Good. I don't even know if Good remembers it. Good. That was so long ago, 2012, 2011. I don't. Goods might remember it. I've said it on 30 different cameras. My story's never changed. He's never really added his 2 cents on it.
Yeah, I heard you say that before.
Yeah, no, so I've heard you say that before. He's never added his 2 cents in. My story won't change because that's exactly how it happened. And yeah, that's basically what it was.
So I got a question for you, right, Rosenberg? Like, you're considered a vet at this shit now, right? You have put your foot down there. You have made your name in the soil. You wrote that shit in double R's and shit like that. Like, you have made it solidified exactly who you is inside this battle world. But we're talking about Bill Collector, and we got this battle coming up that's considered one of the biggest to the fan base, right? It's considered something that's personal. Both artists are dope as fuck, and both artists got something to prove. So it's considered one of the biggest everybody's talking about. Where's it at in your head? Is this your biggest battle?
It's a good question.
Well,
Or is you looking at this
battle,
shit like? Is you looking at this shit like
no,
Raven?
I faced.
Say that
So
one more
I'm
time.
looking at it like
time.
for what it is. You know, it's when you say it's a grudge match. Obviously, there's emotions attached to it. I can't ignore that. But when you a pro at something, you also got to have a certain level of professionalism and also know your emotions can work against you if you let them take control of your mental. For me,
professionalbattlerap.com. You heard that? Professionalism. Shout out to professionalbattlerap.com. Go ahead, my fault. Shameless plug.
Yeah. So you just gotta. For me, it's a big battle, but it's not my hardest battle. I face tougher competitors than Bill Collector. You know what I mean? Now, I do respect him. He's also a vet, and he's very capable of taking care of himself in a battle. But for me, it's just more of a hurdle I've been waiting to get over. You understand what I'm saying? Because if you ask me, in the last year or two, I've proven that I'm already better than Bill without the heads-up match. In my opinion, and respectfully, I also feel like I've proven I'm better than 80% of the field in battle rap. I don't feel like there's two. You got to go to the top of the mountain. Being the biggest battle and toughest battle, two different things. Yeah, it's a big battle. It's me versus Bill Collector. You can't ignore it. But again, like I said, your emotions got to be in check, and you got to be, you got to be able to be on your toes in a situation like this. You let your emotions get the best of you. You know, you kind of at a disadvantage.
So when we say that, well, when you say that it ain't your biggest because you kind of, you feel like you have faced tougher competitors, and there wasn't no shot at Bill Collector. You feel me? It was just your understanding of what the fuck you've done. So who's your hardest competitor in your opinion? Well, where's your toughest competitor at? Tell me, when Rosenberg think about, man, I done went through the fight. Like, when a nigga asks me what I've been through, I could tell him, boy, what you talking about, boy? It was this.
I think
Rosenberg Raw.
I think it's all happened this year. Geechee, Ill Will, A Ward. All those dudes are tougher than Bill Collector. Every last one of them. They're all better than. And that doesn't mean Bill's not good. They're just all better than Bill.
We getting so much lag, and I don't want this shit to fucking not be as great as it's supposed to be. And your side right now is the lag side. What you hearing from us, Rosenberg?
Y'all are clear and running smooth as shit. Y'all running smooth.
Yeah, it's a little lag on your joint, yo, but it's definitely great content. You can't even capture, you know what I mean, a genie in a bottle twice, but
that's why I don't want to. It's sort of like that light thing when I say, I just want you still, because my whole goal of this shit is I need Rosenberg to be seen at his best light. Like, nigga, you deserve it. Like, this ain't no.
So again, just to recap real quick, cause some of the parts that lag, in case we just had to re-chop it, but the recap. Ty Hill, you asked him, is this his toughest battle or biggest battle? Rosenberg said no. So just to recap, who would you say is tougher than Bill? And you said you faced some of them just in the recent past couple of years. Just to, if we maybe repeat that, just to let that, that's good.
Yeah. Can y'all hear me good? Y'all hear me?
I hear you good now.
A Ward.
Okay, A Ward, tougher than Bill. Okay.
Ill Will.
Ill Will, tougher than Bill. Okay.
Yeah. Geechee.
Okay. Geechee tougher than Bill. Yeah, that's all within the last year too. Yeah, that's real.
It's all within the last year. Like, I'm ready for Bill. It's Bill.
Serious Bill though. You think this might be one of the most serious Bills you've seen in a while? Or I know he won some tournaments and all that, but whatever. But you think this might be a more serious Bill? Or
I think Bill's doing what's working for him. He's finding success with it. Matching him up against my skill set and what I think I do well, I don't think Bill Collector is fucking with me heads up. What he do and what I do, I believe I'm better.
Do you think he gonna take that approach he took with the Hitman Grudge battle, where calm, that's his thing, a little comedy, diffusing.
He'd be in a world of trouble.
Mm.
Go up there.
I can't wait. I ain't gonna lie. This got me really.
Go up there playing the fuck around if you want to. I'm so serious with you, Bill. I'm not playing. Go up there and think we had a fucking stand-up comedy show if you want to. They're gonna be screaming, leave him alone by the second.
Man.
So what when we talking to Rosenberg Raw, right? What's your shit? You 30 of them? What are we doing with this? Like, I'll be honest, this ain't no cop shit. Be honest. What are you leaving here with? Is it a 30? What we doing?
Man, I respect the game. And again, I can talk all the shit I want to, but I respect Bill as a pro, right? And I know how dangerous he can be. Man, but I mean, I'm going into the TLA with bad intentions. Like, you understand what I'm saying? Like, I got bad intentions. You know what I mean? So it's like, I don't want to put anything on it. I can't tell you how good or bad it's going to go. I'm just telling you, I'm going in there. Yeah, I'm going in there for action. You know what I mean? I'm going in there for action. It's certain niggas, like it's like football. You got certain niggas that run to the ball, and then you got dudes that run away from. I'm running to the rock. We crashing the rock. So
my man say going on demon time, yo.
So that shit. So look, Rosenberg, right? When we talking about friendships and things of sort, when it comes to, like I said, I wasn't built for battle. Right? My emotions run too high. I want to really smack a nigga. But now there's really motherfucking smack money inside battle rap, right?
Professional battle rap.
How hard is it to say, bitch, you know me though? Like, how hard is it not to say that? Like, when we're talking about all of
I think they got over that when they went up to champion too, though. Like, you know what I mean? I think they got over that, like, open hand level.
But this is a year in the making, right? This is a year in the making now.
I think that I got paid really good money for this, and I think that part comes into that type of thought process. It's like, is it really worth fucking up a bag? You know what I mean? So I think you sign up for that, and I think that it's gotta be a grown man about your shit, man. That's all. It ain't really about your emotions, and it's selfish to do that. You got a lot of people in there that's there for you, that you making fight for you. You putting them in danger. They got kids. So, it's just I go to the battle with 25 niggas and all of them got kids. And I don't want to see none of them not make it home. You know what I mean? So I think about things like that. You know what I mean? And do I really want to let my emotions, put everybody else in risk and jeopardize my bag? So it's easy for me. I mean, I stand on my 10 toes. I'm honorable. I got integrity. And there's not one battle rapper in America that makes me feel uneasy. So, I don't have to think like that. What he going to say is what he going to say. He gives me my opportunity to respond and it go like that. And that's what makes battle rap. So I don't really care about personals, what he may say. And I beat you the fuck up. I don't care about that shit. We 30 years old, man. We 30.
So what's after Bill? Like, after you know what I mean? After you go ahead and get on demon time, you know what I mean? With Bill, is any, anything else, any other plays lined up or any potential things you try to scratch?
I'm actually probably gonna be calling somebody out on the Friday when I'm done with Bill too. So I'm gonna put that emotion. I don't want to speak too early. I want to let the Bill Collector thing happen, but I definitely got somebody I want to talk to.
Yo, where'd you go ahead, Ty.
I'll give you a little hint. He's from Philly too.
Oh shit! I got a question about that too. Go ahead, Ty. I got a question.
Yo, Philly is the shit right now. I'm not even gonna hold y'all. But look, right when we talking about Bill Collector, we're talking about Rosenberg Raw. We're talking about just this battle world. How important is the battle versus actually putting material out in the world? Is Rosenberg interested in actually putting material out in the world for completed songs, albums? Is that even on the plate, or is the battle rap just paying so good? It's like, man, fuck, y'all get what y'all get. I
do make music, not as much as I do with the battle rap shit. I was planning on putting the project out next year, but I got a podcast coming out, Take This Walk With Me podcast. We got a vlog channel coming out all within the next year. So I got a lot of content that's in the making right now.
And the merch, definitely, the merch is 24/7.
For sure, 100%.
Yo,
Buzzy.
speaking of that, calling people out, right? So I seen, you and Easy, the block captain, going back and forth. He felt some type of way because he wasn't on the top of the card.
Yeah,
he has a few valid points, but I don't think his valid points trump this magnitude of a battle. But how did you feel about his energy? You know what I mean? About him, feeling some type of way about.
It was. I got mad love for Easy. I've known Easy for a little bit too. A lot of people don't know Easy been rapping for as long as me and Bill. It just took him a lot longer to get good. So once he figured it out, though, he figured it out. And he's one of the biggest stars.
Baby, is he an old head act baby?
I think if he's an act baby, he's the best act baby alive. So he could probably be good on or off the act. I think Easy problem is he's a prisoner of the moment right now. Everything's going his way. Everything's falling to his feet. He's doing good in life. I think he just bought a house too. Congratulations to him for that. He hasn't lost a battle on the app. I think he's undefeated. It's hard not to let that go to your head at some capacity, right? Just as human beings, it's hard to just be on top of the world in your profession and not start to smell that a little bit. And I just think he's going through that part right now because
I think he got Invisalign or some shit. I think
he got his choppers right. You know what I mean? And easy living right now. And it's glad and I'm happy to see that. You know what I mean? I'm happy to see that. I know where he come from. I know how hard his road was. You know what I mean? So, but from a competitive standpoint, I didn't like his energy all the way. I felt as though there was a slight lack of respect for me and Bill. And I think that, even though I would have him over Bill Collector, I think Easy versus Bill or Rosenberg is super dangerous battles for Easy. They're just dangerous. So to talk like you're here and we're here, I was a little taken back by that, for sure.
And see, that's what he forgot. This what made me realize.
Because he's one of the guys. He's one of the guys on the company he works for. I'm the guy at the company I work for. Right?
That's a fact. Huh? Real quickly before you get out of here, I want to ask you something about that. You know what I mean? Shout out to, the whole RBE. But the Hawk one, what you saying about, he kind of getting a little too cocky for real, is that the fact is when he did his arithmetic of you and Bill versus him, he forgot the factor it's only him and Big T. Shout out to Big T though, Big Tuna. But when you're doing your arithmetic to draw down the bottom line, if you was more than if you wasn't, a little getting a little above yourself, you would have did the math and said, you know what, Bill Collector versus Rosenberg Raw.
Right. But you heard me say, I asked him, I said, you're talking like because you're having a debut in Philly that it doesn't matter who you battled on the card, you should be a headline. And he said, yeah. So that let me know how stupid he was thinking. That's right. You know what I mean? Because you like that's laughable. That's laughable, right? So, I just, I saw him, smelling the roses a little bit. And again, all the success to Easy, he's doing great. But if I'd lying if I didn't tell you that was the first time in my life where I looked at Easy and my competitive juices started flowing. Like, yo, Easy, I'll fuck you up. I don't care about your
it made you mad like that.
I don't care about your app record. I don't care about your TV shows. I don't care about none of that shit. When we talking about me versus you, I literally think I know what to do to beat you. So that's when I started thinking like that, I'm like, oh, I gotta fall back. Easy get me in my bag because that's my boy.
That'll be a good one.
He really got me thinking competitively when I hear his name. Because if you ask me, he's what's in now. He's what's in now, right? But we were what's in for a long time. You know what I mean? And
coming off a little bit.
Well, no, and I think he is. But I think the thing that Easy left out was longevity. You know how long we've been doing this? Talk to me in 10 years.
Let's fly by night ass nigga.
Talk to me.
Stimulus, not old nigga niggas, you know how niggas got a little couple dollars on the stimulus for real, and then niggas like really think they was doing it for a minute.
You gotta talk to him. You gotta talk to me in 10 years, and let's see where he went. Let's see where it all went, because the first, you know, where his run's been heavy, but we'll see in 10 years. Me and Bill been doing this for a long time, so you know.
We seen a little chink in the arm with Calico, but Calico like one of them wrestlers, like, you know, you just don't like, you know, it's hard to beat you because they don't really, you know, show no. It's different with that. But 2 quick questions. We spoke off the record, and we ain't gotta go really elaborate on this one. You know what I mean? We gonna definitely link it up, chop it up some more. But as far as, you know, Rosenberg and, you know, making the best plays for Rosenberg Inc. or whatever, would you is there a pathway that you could possibly battle Easy on a URL? I'm just saying, like, is it in the cards of the universe, or is it impossible? You know what I mean?
It's not impossible, no. I'm signed exclusively to RBE.
Okay. Congratulations to that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, much love to them. I made a commitment to them for 2 years. And you know, we worked out some good money in the back end of the contract, and you know, just some good verbiage in the contract that made me feel more comfortable about working with them. Without
the word right there, verbiage. You feel me? Yeah,
just to feel comfortable working with them without working for other people, right? You know what I mean? Because when you talk about locking down in one area and not going to other opportunities, you want that one area to cover some of that money you might miss by just staying here. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? So it was a bunch of things that we worked out, and then me and Adam, like we've been doing for years, we worked it out, we figured it out. I felt like I got a good deal for all the homegrown RBE dudes. But I will say I'm allowed to battle on other platforms. Any other platform I'm allowed to battle on, including URL.
URL.
Yeah, I worked. Yeah, that was something in my deal that I made sure I was allowed to do. I just can't. I can't do exclusive deals with anybody else. So I say that to say. I say all that to say that's up to the URL. That's up to the URL. I'm available for booking if they want to book. If they don't, you know, more power to them. I'm a fan and got respect for them too. I know I spoke to URL a few times. They were trying to get me locked in a multi-battle deal. We couldn't get that done. That was maybe past 4 months that happened. Past 5-6 months, and a lot of people didn't know about it. We didn't broadcast it. You know, behind the scenes, I was trying to work out a deal with RBE, but I was getting offers from URL also. So it took a couple weeks to figure out, you know, the best place, and we thought the best place was where we was at, where we turned our career around, and where we got Rosenberg at.
Oh, that's real, man. You the face. Listen, you know what I mean. Listen, you my favorite over there, RBE. I'm gonna just keep it 100. It was well nice, but he corny though a little bit to me. Just a little chip on the corny side, like, you know, corny, but it's nice though. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I guess you. Yeah.
It feel like it remind me of high school with this URL RBE shit, bro. I'm gonna be frank, you know what I mean, on the Baileys, you know what I mean, real quick. And I know you gotta go. I got 2 quick questions. I'm gonna pass it to Mike. But I feel like, you know, it seemed like all the cool kids, you know how it was in high school, everybody go is URL, you feel me? And it feel like some of the more lamer, like, you know what I mean? It's like, but for you to stay all, like, even the Gwitty, all right, you know what I mean? Cool, but it's just something low, like a little cut. He ain't raw, like, you know what I mean? It's not, no pun intended, like, it's a little cut of corniness on it, you know what I mean? Like,
I'd rather be treated as an asset than just to be happy to be a piece of a machine that could drop me for any day.
Look how they did your honor. Look how they did your honor. Like, who is home?
You know,
there's a few.
There was a minute where a lot of them dudes like Your Honor and Jack Boy, and you know, they were talking that URL is the NBA shit. Not for you guys though. You know what I mean? You guys are role players on that big machine. And don't get me wrong, you are a pro, because everybody can't just get on. Everybody just can't, like, no. I know mad rappers from around the way, and they're not battle rappers, and them niggas can't, and they can rap. They hot. But they can't just go beat Jack Boy in a battle because they good at rapping. Jack Boy's a professional battle rapper. He's mid-tier, but he's a mid-tier battle rapper. See, we throw that word around and people always try to shit on it. A mid-tier battle rapper is a solid paid professional battle rapper.
The only reason that, I feel like top tier over. Go ahead.
So I say all that to say it's all about the individual, because you like a nigga like Your Honor might be like, yeah, but I'm on the NBA of battle rap. All right, but I get paid triple what you get paid.
Still
and
no
you
plays.
So where do you want to be at? Do you want to be on the best team in the league and you get no time, you a practice squad player, or do you want to be on one of the teams that's contending
on the Harlem Globetrotters?
But you get paid franchise player money. You get paid franchise player money. What are we here for? We here to
that's a good fucking question.
You know,
that was some real shit, Rosenberg.
Would you rather hoop in the NBA and get no time, or be in hoop in Europe or over in China like you see the White Howard beating over there?
I'm gonna say that's a good fucking question because some people go both ways.
I'm gonna tell y'all something, and I say this humbly: there is not a battle rapper in the world, no tier. It doesn't matter which one you name. So you don't even got to start naming names after I say this. None of them niggas. I don't think none of them can beat me, and I don't think none of them are better than me. So when you get that mind frame, the tiers and who they got, that shit starts being irrelevant, right? Because I can't make a million fans all agree and say I'm the best. So why would I fight for that?
Did the tiers really just factor in?
That's what I'm saying. Why would I, as a battle rapper, why would I fight to be the best in the world when I'll never have the whole culture saying that? Because it's too diverse of a sport. The opinions are too strong. So what you do at that point is you start focusing on making sure you get the most money you can get. You get the best looks you can get. That way, when this shit is all taken away and there isn't no more battles to be had, or nobody wants to see battles no more, you can branch off and use your brand that you built from battle rap to still be able to make money in the culture. And that's all it's about. So for me, you know, listen, man, I ain't gonna hold you. I don't plan on losing no more battles to any fucking body. So, you know, wherever that's gonna land me on the all-time list, we'll see. But you know, I'm not planning on it.
I like
so Rosenberg, you talked about let me because what he just now said was real dope, right? You know, my show is it fucks with the youth as well. So it fucks with the up and coming, although I fuck with a lot of vets and just people that are has made a name for themselves. My shit is to inspire the youth, right? And it is to inspire the up and coming. When you just now said what you just now said, how important is that shit telling the next generation? How much is Rosenberg invested in the next generation to say, yo, this shit might not be here tomorrow. This what we got it. Because you just now had a real fucking game plan. I wish I had that game plan when I was doing that was a real fucking game plan. Like, hey, this shit might not be here tomorrow. Let's get this shit today and do what the fuck we is. How much is Rosenberg invested in the future coming up? And what are you telling them? What's next? Like, what are you telling them how to do this shit?
Well, you know, I think that if you're an up-and-coming battle rapper who hasn't really broke onto the pro circuit, be yourself. Be yourself. Being yourself will make you stand out more than trying to be like somebody else.
Trying to stand out.
You're going there trying to sound like Sue Surf. No matter if you're hot or not, it's not happening. Right? You put an asterisk next to your name. Oh, this is a mini surf, and nobody wants to hear it. So you just kind of got to be yourself. Being yourself will make you stand out because most of the people aren't being themselves. So that's one thing I learned. Instead of trying to sound like something, if I be myself, which a lot of people ain't trying to do, right? I'll stand out. And people call me different. They say I stand out. Raw got that one and only style. It's just me being me, only using my resources and being able to create this content. So for the newcomers, just be yourself. And then if you do, or if you are fortunate enough to get in the game, because chances are you won't, but let's say you do get in, and that's just reality. But let's say you do get in the game. Don't be afraid to ask for advice. Don't be too cool to get some game from somebody who's been around longer than you. Even if you think you hotter than them, even if you don't think they nice, it's an inspiring battle rapper right now who wants to be 16, 17 somewhere in the fucking country, and he wants to be a battle rapper, but he thinks Big Cannon is trash. Big Cannon is not only not trash, he might not be the top shelf, but that's a fucking 10-year pro that could probably give you more game than you can pay for, right? So don't be too cocky before you get there. Understand it's a process. Understand, take the steps, and ask questions, man. Ask questions. Get as much knowledge as you can. Make sure you got a team around you that see your vision. They support you. They got your back, because that goes into being a battle rapper too, having a good support system behind you. Motherfuckers that believe you as nice as you actually think you are. That helps the ego. You need an ego when you're battling, but it's got to be a control ego, and you got to be realistic. You know what I mean? It's a dirty game. A lot of the battle rap leagues are shiesty. It's promoters involved, and they looking to get you for the cheapest amount they can get you, and looking to get the most out of you. So just talk to niggas, get your info right. And don't be that guy that's too smart to learn something.
Damn.
That's real, man. We need to.
I hate to cut y'all off, but I'd love to do another one with y'all after the battle, man. I gotta get going.
Yo, I got one more question real quick. You know what I mean?
Hold up. Let's. I want to know last thing, and I know you got your shit. You got it. Yeah, it's exactly at the time that you need it. Some shit don't age well. Right now, the bill collector, what the fuck does you think? It better age well. It better age well.
Well, you know, you can't run no more. You know, you took the money, right?
Damn.
You know, the tickets is bought, the venue is paid for. They coming to see it. There's no more running. You can't get out of it.
Headline right
you know,
there.
You got,
Bill can't run
Monday,
no more.
You got Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Get some sleep.
Talk your shit. Hey, yo, I want to, hey, Bugs, I know you fucking what's the name, man? I got to make sure motherfuckers know what the fuck this is.
Yeah, plug your people.
This is Freedom Mind Clothing, man. You know, they keep a nigga fresh over that motherfucker. I look fly in Endeavor, you feel me? I'm over this bitch talking to Rosenberg Raw for Freedom Mind Clothing on.
I appreciate you,
what
bro.
The fuck we doing, man.
Yo,
FTM.clothing. Fuck with it.
I asked all MCs this real quick. Where did you get the name Rosenberg Raw? What made you choose that as your MC name? And we get out of here, bro. I'm
gonna let y'all know, man. I fuck with y'all. The next time we do it, I'll make sure I'm in my studio on Wi-Fi. Make sure we get.
We linking in. We come out there.
And I'm about to say, I'm coming up. I'm coming up to York to fuck with you too.
Yes,
and we go.
My rap name. That's a good question. So I got an auntie that I resemble. She's my pop sister. Her name was Sweetie Raw back in the day, and she got that name because she was a nice person, but she could rumble. So they called her Sweetie Raw. She was always rumbling, always fighting, and I looked just like her. So they started calling me Raw originally, just Raw. You know what I mean? And when I first started getting big in battle rap, Raw was just plain. It was just like, yo, we can't just call you Raw. We gotta add something in front of it. And I added the Rosenberg, man. And there's a secret behind that. I can't allow you to know that, but I just added the Rosenberg on it. And
that's
actually,
right,
I never wanted. I never wanted that name to stick, but I used it for the QP battle. That battle did 600,000 views, and it stuck. I was Rosenberg. I couldn't change it at that point.
We gotta find out the secret behind that, man. That's
I say that for the in-studio joint.
We gonna get that shit, man. Hey, Rosenberg Raw.
We gotta find out.
Murder
Rosenberg,
that shit.
Bugsy, Ty Gutter. Yeah.
Appreciate y'all, man. I appreciate y'all for having me. I'm gonna tap
murder that shit.
After the battle.